What is the etymology and meaning of the word universe? The word universe comes from Latin. Uni means one. Versum, versus means to turn, to rotate, or verse, as in a line of poetry or in a song. Together, in one turning, or in one song, verse, in one song. So, universe literally means the whole as one verse, song. In the deeper sense, it is a poetic reference to the harmony and unity of all that exists. Everything moves in rhythm, in vibration. Everything rhymes like a song, like a symphony of life. Many spiritual, esoteric, and even scientific traditions acknowledge the universe makes sound. Sound consists of vibrations, frequencies in motion. Everything is energy in motion, and vibration is frequency and is sound. In the Vedic tradition, this is called Nada Brahma. This means the universe is sound. Even modern physics, think of string theory, states that the smallest particles vibrate like strings. Just like musical instruments, matter is therefore frozen vibration, or rather, crystallized sound. Baird Spalding writes that the universe is alive and breathes. The universe carries vibrations, love, joy, light, and truth. And these vibrations can be heard, felt and understood through pure consciousness. So, yes, the universe sings, not with words, but with vibrations of creation, and every human being is, as Spalding says, a tone in that divine song, small in form, great in essence. How the universe lives and what it consists of, according to Baird Spalding, and how modern science explains the universe. According to Baird T. Spalding, as you just heard, the universe is not a cold, empty space filled with dead planets and exploding stars. On the contrary, it is a living, conscious and ensouled field, saturated with intelligent energy, full of motion, light and order. Every part of that universe, from a human to a planet to a star, is an expression of a divine thought. The universe is alive, it is infused with consciousness, it is a breathing, ensouled, intelligent field of light and vibration. Everything is connected, everything lives, everything is an expression of a divine thought. In Spalding's words, the universe is like a great cosmic body, in which stars are the light organs, planets the thought fields, and the human are conscious cells with free will, emotion and creative power. Every star, planet, flower, drop of water, even a thought, has emerged from the great central sun, an eternal spiritual power source which feeds the universe with love, intelligence and form like a heartbeat. And the human is not an accident of DNA and molecules. He is a living vibration of that same source, a ray of conscious light, wrapped in a perfect body, if his own image is perfect. You are not a byproduct of chaos. You are a creative force in a living universe, a conscious atom of the great central sun. In contrast stands the worldview of much of modern science. As it is often taught today, science is like a religion. It does not deviate from its human-made rules. Everything it cannot see does not exist, because then it supposedly cannot be explained. It must be measurable and physically present. Einstein had a beautiful quote for this. "Science without religion is lame, and religion without science is blind." Einstein did not mean religion in the sense of organized faith, but rather a sense of wonder, moral awareness, and connection to a greater whole. what today you might call spirituality. Einstein explained it like this: science investigates the how of the universe. Spirituality tries to understand the why. He believed both are needed for a full view of existence. In mainstream scientific practice, this is still ignored to this day. This is how science explains the universe and life. Everything is coincidence. The human arose from a series of accidents. The universe has no purpose. Consciousness is a byproduct of chemistry. Life has no meaning. It is a statistical coincidence. Within that model, stars are burning gas balls. Planets are chunks of rock. The human is an accidentally evolved species, and consciousness is no more than electrical activity in the brain. There is no central sun, no direction, no plan, no source. But if you close your eyes, slow your breath, and feel, then you know that's not true, because how can chaos produce such perfect order? How can chance shape the geometry of flowers, the rhythm of tides, and the heart of a child? How can emotion exist in a random machine? According to Spalding, that is the great misunderstanding of the time we live in. We've come to believe that we are spectators of the universe, instead of expressions of the universe itself. So what is the alternative? That you live in a conscious, intelligent, breathing universe, born of love, shaped by light, and infused with a great central sun. That does not hang above you, but shines within you. And that changes everything. Then man is not an animal that learned to think, but a soul remembering who he is. You may choose which story you believe, but Spalding says, if you recognize the divine spark in yourself again, you remember the entire cosmos as a living part of who you truly are. And that may well be the greatest revolution, not outside us, but within. Coincidence does not exist. The universe lives. The universe is a breathing, conscious field of intelligence. According to Spalding, everything is vibration. Every atom is energy. Every planet is a living body. The true role of the human being is grand. We are not accidental inhabitants of a planet. We are servants of the universe. Understand this well. Every human is an embodied spark of the great central sun, the heart of the universe. We are meant as conscious guides. We guide, care, heal, and bring love, not only on Earth, but in connection with the entire cosmic network. Man is not a slave, but a servant of the light, a conscious collaborator of the creative power that expresses itself through humanity. What many now call God is in essence this central sun of which we are co-heirs. But through the fall in consciousness its true meaning has been forgotten. God became a name, a symbol, an image, a split, and a personality, while it has always been the inner sun, present in you in the here and now. Jesus called this light the Christ, from which we are all born, with which we are one, and for which we live. The central sun lives in us and expresses itself through us in free will. But that original unity has been forgotten. People now worship images and names, while the beating heart of the universe lives in the human being. We are not creatures beneath creation. We serve creation itself as co-creators. as universal angels in human form. Jesus often spoke about the Father and the Christ. What did he mean by that? When Jesus spoke of the Father, he often meant the creative principle of the universe, that invisible divine light. When he spoke of the Christ, he meant the light that lives in every human being, the divine spark, the conscious unity with that source. Christ literally means the anointed, but spiritually it means the inner light principle that is one with the source, the Father. So, the Father is the source of light. The Christ is that same light in you and me. Jesus identified with the Christ force, not as a unique person, but as an example. As I am one with the Father, so can you be.